Oh, back again. Welcome back. So I thought I'd make a video today about getting into wedding filmmaking and my 7 tips. Number 1, prepare. So the day before, I'll make sure that I charge all of my batteries. I make sure I get all my gear downstairs, it's all packed, it's all ready to literally pick up and go. I double check literally everything. I make sure that all the SD cards are all formatted. I know that once I've done this, that I can have a good night's sleep and I'm not going to be worrying thinking, did I forget to pack an SD card, spare batteries? Tip number 2, showing up early. So this goes for anything, any job. You know, it's always good to show up early. But I think it's especially important when you're filming a wedding. The last thing you want is to be late and for the bride to be then freaking out and, you know, panicking on the day of a wedding. All emotions are very high on a wedding day, especially in the morning. So getting there early just really sets you off on the right foot. So you're probably thinking, Harrison, I've turned up early. And now what am I going to do? What am I supposed to do with my time? Just stand around? So during this period of just getting there earlier than you said, you're then allowing yourself to sort of, what I call, for me, warm up. I can get them establishing shots that I want to. I can really take my time. The longer you're with the bridal party, the better the sort of relationship you'll build with them. And throughout the day, you'll really notice it. Tip number 3, shooting at 60 frames a second. A very popular one, but I'll voice my opinion on it. I do shoot at 60 frames a second throughout 99% of the day. So what this does is this really gives me the option in the edit to sort of be able to slow down any clip I decide that I want to slow down. I don't have to think, oh, didn't change my settings. Didn't change my bloody settings. There's none of that. You don't have any of that. And I don't want to be overthinking, you know, every single second I'm like, oh my God, did I have I changed my settings back? From 60 frames to normal? Have I changed it? What am I doing? I try to eliminate anything that's going to cause me to waste time or anything that's going to confuse the day any more than it needs to be. From time to time, I do also use 100 frames a second. Now, this is only for sort of confetti shots and sparklers, that kind of stuff, where you really want to see sort of a lot of detail. But yeah, other than that, you don't really need 100 frames a second. So 60 frames a second, that's what I do, that's what I use, that's what I find works for me. Try it if you don't already. If you're a beginner, definitely do it, because you can sort of cheat time easily. What I find with filming at 60 frames a second as well is it also speeds up getting the shots on the day. Obviously, you know, if you've got a 2-second clip, you can slow it down to 4 seconds, for example. Tip number 4, choosing the right music. Just looking at my notes here, and I've put in brackets, non-corny. I will continue what I mean a little bit more. So this is so subjective. Music is really subjective across, you know, what you listen to on a day-to-day basis, what people like. You go with what you like and what you think suits your style. But just to give you sort of some idea of what I use. I like a lot of cinematic building, orchestral sounding, strings, so like cello, violin, guitar. I'm actually thinking of doing a separate video about this, how I choose music. So if you want to see that, let me know. Tip number 5. Not every wedding is going to be perfect. Some are going to be the perfect ones and some are just not going to be as good as others. So they're not always going to be perfect in how you like to shoot. The more and more weddings you do, the more you'll realise what type of venues you like to shoot and what type of style you fall into. You're not always going to have that sort of same satisfied sort of film that you have in your head. All you can really do is adapt and just film the best of your ability and try and tell the couple's story. Tip number 6, lens choice. If you're just starting out, maybe you can only afford one lens. So if you only had one lens to film throughout the whole day, I've seen a lot of people say 24-70. And I think they say that because it's, you know, dynamic. I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, it's not my choice at all. So I literally shoot on this lens the entire day. Apart from a few times where I can't use this. Just realised I said can't there. That's not really true. I mean, there's a lot of times where I choose to use another lens just because I've got it. I just find it gives the perfect focal length that I need throughout the day. Like for the ceremony, the speeches, first dance, couple portraits, you name it, this bad boy's got you covered. What's important to note is that I do just like the lens as well. So go with what you think you like, what your style's going to represent. You know, it's your brand, your choice. Go with what you like. Tip number 7. Be a human. Just be involved as much as you can. You know, where you can, have some banter. Obviously still stay professional, but you can have a laugh. You can get involved, you can talk to them. You don't have to sort of shy away and be like lurking in the background in the dark. Talk to them, have a laugh, enjoy it, but know when it's the right time to sort of shut up. I always try and like show who I actually am as a person. It makes me feel more relaxed, but obviously makes them more relaxed. If they're more relaxed, I'm more relaxed, the day feels more relaxed, you'll probably film a lot better. It's a bloody win-win. And there are my 7 tips for beginner wedding filmmakers. If you enjoyed the video, please do hit like. Let me know if I missed anything, if you thought, I reckon you've missed a tip here. This is a brilliant tip I've got. Put it in the comment section so other people can see it as well. And thank you. I'll see you later.